Welcome back to Christopher's World Grill. This is Christopher's Kitchen. We've done some side dishes, we've done some sauces to complement what you have, but if you really want to impress folks when you have them over, try this at home. It is the bacon wrapped salmon.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't think you could bacon wrap a fish, but you can do all kinds of stuff when you love bacon.
Yeah, exactly.
And, so we figured out a way. I mean, I don't particularly love salmon. It's a high in fat fish.
Well, with bacon, it may change all that. I mean, what's not good with bacon?
But it's full of the good kind of fat. Right. But yeah, so if you wrap it in smoky bacon, it's just delicious. I'll show you how. I'm gonna lay this bacon out. Now what you want to do is salt and pepper both sides of this salmon. We're just going to wrap this bacon around this folded piece of salmon just like that. Take that salmon and just roll it in plastic nice and tight. Then I've got two ends now. I'm going to hold the ends and I'm going to roll. You twist one this way and one the other way. Tie that off on one end and then on the other. You can cut this little plastic off to make room in your little pan. I'm going to go ahead and poach this in boiling water for a couple of minutes just to start the fat melting on the bacon. Got some boiling water, just plain water, and I'm just going to poach these. So you can turn it once or twice. This needs to cook for about 2 or 3 minutes. You're just trying to start the melting process of the bacon, but you still want that fish rare. Okay, our salmon is now cooked for about 2.5, 3 minutes, and I got my bacon right where I want it. And now I'm just going to put that in ice cold water, stop the cooking process, and just let that fully chill. You know, leave it in ice water for a couple of minutes, maybe 5 or 10, make sure it's totally chilled. And then I'm gonna take that out and I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator and let it refrigerate for, you can let it refrigerate for 2 or 3 hours so it sets up, your bacon gets recongealed a little bit. I'm gonna make a little roasted corn and red pepper hash. I'm gonna start with a little bit of garlic. Got some onions, red onions and peppers here. Let's give those a little stir around. Get that a start. And then I've got some diced new potatoes and some fresh roasted corn. I love corn with salmon and red peppers with salmon. It all works together. A little bit of salt and pepper. That's all there is to that. Okay, now our salmon is ready. It's out of the fridge. I'm just going to cut our little knot off both ends here. See if I can unwrap it. Now I've got a hot saute pan ready to go. I'm just going to crisp up that bacon. Okay, so we don't want to move it too much. So by the time our bacon browns on both sides or all sides, that salmon should be a nice medium on the inside and ready to serve that way. So you see this little area here? Nobody really likes, you know, non-crispy bacon. So I'm going to roll that on its side there. Let that crisp up a little bit too. Okay. Now I'm going to go on the other side. See how that did right there? So now I'm going to do that just like that. I'm going to feel that salmon, make sure it's cooked just right. Now it's still a little bit rare for me, so I'm going to finish that off in the oven. Now our salmon has come out of the oven. I also want to cut it on the angle so people can see the inside of that salmon, and just like that. We get a nice picture of that perfectly cooked. So now I'm going to put our, just to plate this, I'm going to put a little bit of our roasted corn red pepper hash on the bottom. We're going to set our salmon up. Now I love béarnaise with salmon, so we put a little bit of béarnaise right down the middle of that, and then let's put some asparagus for color. Okay, Mike, I'm not a huge fan of salmon, but I do like this bacon wrap. I want you to just taste it. I know that you don't love salmon either, but you'll have a story to tell at Walmart when you're walking around.
Yeah, exactly. And can I just tell you, the senses that you're getting with the sense of smell as you're fixing the hash and the bacon wrapped salmon, it's an overload. That's worth the time.
And that the hash and this, I don't know, it's kind of summery to me, but anyway, there's a little bit of béarnaise sauce and a little bit of the bacon wrapped salmon. I got you more bacon than salmon.
Yeah. Okay, now that's just perfectly done.
So it's good stuff. I mean, there's something, also the bacon helps keep that salmon really moist so you don't lose a lot of the juices that come out of it.
If you'd like to get this recipe and really knock your socks off of your guests, you can do that. Just go to kbtx.com and go to the drop-down menu for Christopher's Kitchen, and that's where you will find all of these fabulous recipes. That is a really good one. Home run today. For Chris Lampo, thanks for making us a part of your day. I'm Mike Wright.